Hello. Good evening. Welcome back. Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my gosh. How's my video? How's my audio? Am I okay? You guys hear me all right? Yell me in the chat if something's going catastrophically wrong, as we might expect. Not going to load in just yet, just in case everything is about to catastrophically fail. Oop, that was my fault. I just punched my microphone. Yeah, if everything is about to catastrophically fail, I would like to know. Or if everything is very much like my computer, going to gradually, but very reliably fail bit by bit. Anyway, that is why I wasn't here on Thursday. For those of you wondering, my computer has been gradually and very reliably failing utterly and spectacularly between last week and this week, and I have it up and running, if not perfectly reconstructed. My hard drive completely failed, and so I've been working on recovering data, reconstructing systems, and all of that stuff. Erica, can you at least give me a thumbs up, thumbs down as far as audio goes? My audio is jittering a little bit. It might be cutting out the beginning of my talking. It's the case. No, maybe? Wink. How's this? Is this okay? Don't make me listen back. Okay, yes. Hey! Hello. What? Oh boy. Doing that. Oh, okay, that's not what I meant to ask. All right, fine. Fine. Of course there is. Noise gate. Okay, how's this? Yeah, there's going to be clicking and if I don't have a noise gate. But how's that? Is that okay? I'm hoping this is loading into my actual game. Yeah, I was worried about it cutting out the first syllable of my sentences. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It was a problem in my noise gate, which I just turned off. Is this better or worse? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh gosh, you're going to be hearing me breathing at this rate. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Let me turn a noise gate back on while I wait for everything to load in. How about now? How's this? Is this better or worse? If I just go with the default noise gate. This is default noise gate settings. How's this working? Is it still cutting me off? I also don't know why it's taking this long to log in, to load. Interesting. Okay, well, I shouldn't have messed with the settings then in that case. Oh boy. I hope this works. If it doesn't work, then this will be an awfully short stream. I will say at least, if nothing else, yeah, it might be a catastrophic failure. The game might not load. That's possible. Well, look, I can... No, that's not it. I can at least... I don't have any multiplayer games. Listen, I don't have any games on this computer except for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1. That is the only thing I have installed on this computer. This computer is set up exclusively to do what I am doing right now. And it might not even be set up to do that. Let me do some checking. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. I can fix this. All right. Yes, I want to quit. All right. Hold on. All right. Sorry about all this. I'm sorry about that, all this. This is my experimentation stream as well. Let me do some stuff real quick. Team. I have my old save data on my backup hard drive. It's just not where it should be. Hold on. Sorry about all this. Really wish. There. Backup. Okay. Of all the things, I will say I really love the new solid state hard drive. Solid state drive. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, I have a very default screen going on right now. All right, let's launch her. Let's launch her up. See what happens. In the wrong spot. It sounds like it's working. All right. Let me move it into place where it goes. You guys can see it, right? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah! That was an easy fix. We're golden. Or at least we're like better than we were. All right. Anyway, we're back. We're back, guys. We are back. We're back. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. Anyway, so cool. We're back right here. We're back here in the Shadowlands of Taurus. The name that shall forevermore remind me of Bluey. Like I was talking about last week. Before my computer died horribly. Okay, good. Okay, fantastic. We're back. Alright. Anyway, hello and welcome back. Actually, this time, to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Now I'm just on the way back. Up to... I'm streaming at 1080. I'm streaming at 1080? Okay. I didn't intend to do that, but cool. You, Ainchar, our spies say that the Madclaw you were sent to kill is on his way to Rookwaru right now. You should have followed the will of Chundar. Now you will face his wrath. Oh, wait, there's 3 of it? Where did those guys come from? What is this? I'm streaming in high quality, guys. Yeah. I think this is because, it must be... Okay, so... before I jump into combat... Hi, Arm Sauce. Yeah, this is, not Sherwook. The language is not comfy, but the planet is really comfy. It's nice. It's chill. Everything's nice and shadowy. Even outside the Shadowlands, even in the upper reaches, everything's nice and chill. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Natural beauty. Besmirched only by the awful stain. The awful stain of Zerka. Yeah, so changes I've done. I got a new steady state drive. I've put some of my old files onto it. I've managed to recover. Not everything, but enough, apparently. So that is helping run things much more smoothly. Fingers crossed. I also, out of sheer necessity, had to upgrade my Ethernet connection. So I have a much faster, at least download speed. I don't know about upload speed. Hopefully it's working better too. Who knows? But hopefully it makes everything nice and comparatively smooth. At least comparatively, at least. At least comparatively, a little bit. How about... Stasis. Let's have him do the back two. And Hayne can do the front. And Bastila can go saber throw. And then flurry.
What can I do?
Oh, geez, that's not great. no, a deadly neurotoxin.
Now you get.
I'm
Sure.
here. There. Take that.
Not this again!
There we go.
What can I do?
Sure. Well, a shame that he had to attack. Oh well, let's go. I am assuming. I know how to do it. Let's raise it back up. I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight through basically an entire tribe of Wookiees here. Fortunately. Not that I wanted to do that, but. Right then. Let's go. Oh man, the whole cutting off the bottom part of the screen is even worse in my current configuration. Well, it seems you're more than I thought. Freyr has come back and told me what you did for him. My fellow hunters are split on what should be done. Some were loyal to Chundar alone. We had to fight. Freyr went to the throne room to challenge Chundar. I'll take you to him now. Fought each other? Why? We followed Chieftain, whoever that is. If position's in doubt, we fight for the side we believe in. It must be decided quickly or there'll be much more bloodshed. Come, it's this way. Lead on. We should hurry. Yes, this is about to be decided. Only one can lead us. Must lead us. Come. Right, let's go. We're not going to have to fight through everyone. Awesome. Good news. Oh, that's just great. Everyone is here now. It's a reunion. Yes, son. By the blade of Baka's sword, I've come to end your treachery. No more will you sell your own people. With Baka's blade, so what? I am the hilt, held by each true chieftain in recent memory. Even you claimed it was all important. We both have our ancient trinkets, so who will the people follow now? You? You are old and weak. Shut up. Both of you. This ends today. I will not see Rookwaru suffer anymore. You tell him, Zalbar. I don't know what to do, Hainjar. Chindar has been telling me things. He makes sense, I think. I don't know. You have to fight. Talk it through. Would we work together? Would be difficult. Convince them. Avoid this needless slaughter. Then so be it. The fighting stops here. I will not have our world destroyed. Perhaps there is hope. What say you, Chundar? What do I say? I still have Zerka support. I say you will die. Attack! Anyway. Light side points gained. Yay! That didn't work well.
I still got it.
Hey, got him. That about did it. Really? I missed.
Not this again!
Alright, we got him. It took 3 lightsabers and 2 swords, but we got him. We've done it. I'm saddened that it had come to this, but I couldn't let it continue. Zalbar, my son, I am truly sorry. You have suffered great shame. I was blind. I have no excuse. I can forgive you, Father. I've learned a lot over the years. What will you do about the slavers? We will fight them. It will be difficult, but I swear they won't take another one of my people without bloodshed. I'll send the quick climbers to other villages and try to rally a defense. We must guard against this ever happening again. You will be the last outsider welcome here for a very long time. That is a change for the better, I think. What will you do now, Zalbar? Returning home has lifted a great weight from my mind, but it has been painful as well. You have a place by my side, Zalbar. I would be honored if you would take it. I can't. Not yet. I'm just getting used to being free, and not just from the slavers. And I have a life debt. Now that my life is truly my own again, honoring that agreement is all the more important. Listen, my son. His insight humbles me. Take that good judgment with you, and all the planets will come to revere Wookiee wisdom. I think it's time I was leaving. Perhaps, but before you go, Hain-Char, I must see to your reward. You have done us a great service. Kashyyyk will remember you well past your lifetime. Because of you, I am reinstated as chieftain. We will return to the old ways, when honor and trust of kin ruled above all else. I'm not sure there's a reward that accurately reflects the value of what you have done. Our world has changed because of you. I have a request, Father. I have thought about it a great deal. I would like Baka's sword. That would be fitting, I think. Well, that is quite a request. I'm tempted to say no, but perhaps I should consider it an investment. Zalbar, do you understand what this will mean? It is the legacy of our people, held by chieftains and future chieftains. I understand. I want this, Father. I will bring it back one day. I have no doubt. Let the two halves of the blade be made one. My son shall hold Baka's sword. Let's bring Jolie, and we'll add Zalbar. For now. We leave. Chundar's bowcaster. Nice. Credits. Alright, we have solved the problem here with excessive applications of violence. Yeah, I don't know if it was excessive, but it was significant. Certainly significant. Alright, Chundar. Baka's ceremonial blade. And, this is balanced. No, Ichani Viper Blade is balanced. Yeah, that might be good. Prototype is balanced, but Johnny is better. He can't wear anything there at all. Okay, cool.
What?
All right, let's level everybody up, and then on, I think, to Manaan. Yeah, that'll work. What's recommended? 2-weapon fighting? I'm not doing 2 weapons. No. 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 Let's go with Master Jedi Defense. Let's go with that. Powers. Master Speed. Absolutely. Alright, Chundar. Or Zalbar, not Chundar. Chundar's dead. Let's see, what's he got? Let's go Strength. Up. Okay. Nice. All right, cool. Moving on. Get out of here. And yes, I know that the thumbnail indicated that we were spending a good deal of time on Kashyyyk, and that turned out not to be the case. I knew that there wasn't much left to do here, but quite frankly, with everything I had going on, I did not have a lot of time to the laws. Now we need to go to the Great Walkway. Oh no, we gotta go to Warwill. We have to go inform him of his dead friend. But yeah, it's unfortunately we're not spending a ton of time on Kashyyyk. Like I said, I really do like it here. It's very nice. Music is just delightful. The ambience is wonderful. The only thing terrible about it is the tatches down in the Shadowlands. Those just sound terrible, and they just don't shut up. Incessant little monkey creatures. But otherwise, I really do like this book. Go back again? Have you seen? No, you wouldn't tell me. You wouldn't care. Leave the boy alone, please. I'm Hainchar. I helped Freyr return to power. I'm a friend. I don't know about that. I hear lots of things, and I'm not sure what to think anymore. You know whose bolt casing this is? What? Sure, it looks like... It's Jarek's! I think so anyway, I'm not sure. The bolt casing was found on Rorwar's body. On Rorwar's body? Then he's dead. But he can't be. Don't listen to him, Warwill. Outsiders only lie when their mouths are open, you know that. Rorwar was dealing with slavers. You know anything about this? No, he doesn't. Don't say a thing to him. You want to lie. You lie to me, outsider. Leave. Leave the boy alone, please. You will want to talk to me. What do you have to say about it? Speak with me directly. Away from the boy, please. Very well. I'll speak to you, Jarek. Goodbye, Warwill. You made a terrible claim against me, outsider. Do what you must with it. Leave me alone. Don't you want a chance to defend yourself? What I want is for you to leave. If you think you're worthy to take me before my peers, I won't stop you. Do what you must. The holder of the laws will decide my fate in proper Wookiee tradition. Okay, well, then let's go talk to the holder of the laws. So there is a little bit more to do on Kashyyyk. Awesome. You do get to hang around here. Ah, look at all those birds. That's nice. Alright, anyway. It's very nice. Very nice. In any case, all of this, all of the computer stuff has basically just been one massive psychotic break over the last few days. So it's nice to be here and just kind of chilling, be nice, be calm. Here playing with you guys. Greetings again, outsider. Please, if you have business here, make it brief. You know who owns this bolt casing? Let's see if family insignia is here. Yes, there it is. This belongs to Jarek. How did you get it? I found Jarek's bolt casing on Rorwar's corpse. Oh my, that is very distressing. It definitely seems to suggest that Jarek helped in Rorwar's death. I can't ignore this. Wait here, outsider. I must address this. I will have Jarek brought here. I hope he can explain this. I really do. Indeed. Jarek, you know why you've been summoned here. As holder of the laws, I ask you to explain. I won't answer. I can't. Was Razor must. War will be here. Warwill is bond with Rorwar. He's the closest to family that can be found. He's entitled to be here. Jarek, please speak. If you're guilty, it means death. This outsider will be given your possessions. Do you want that? Jarek, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed Rorwar. I will accept whatever punishment is given. It's better if only my honor is tainted. You did do it. Why? Rorwar was good and honorable. Why did you kill him? You only need to know that I did. The reason is unimportant, Warwill. I'm sorry. Okay, so do we tell the truth against his wishes? He's trying to basically cover for Jarek's honor. This is actually a really interesting case. This is a really interesting case. He's basically trying to take the fall for Jarek, who he killed for dealing with slavers. But he killed him for dealing with slavers, but also in the hopes that Jarek's honor, or sorry, Rorwer's honor wouldn't be tarnished. Interesting. This is a really interesting scenario. I'm a little torn about this. Hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. There we go. Sorry. Had to fix something in OBS. Again, fresh install and all that. Okay, couple of things to say about this from a philosophical standpoint. Ethically speaking, concealing the truth helps no one. Just as a rule. There might be exceptions to that, where there may not be an obligation to tell the truth, even if there is an obligation not to lie. There's a distinction to be made there between non-acting and acting. However, in cases like this, the harm has been done, and expanding that harm, the harm to honor, let's say, has already been done, and expanding that harm to Jarek is a waste. A negative consequence with no benefit. Orwer's reputation remains intact, but he's dead. And he's dead for good reason. His reputation doesn't, strictly speaking, deserve to be intact. Even if it will damage the relationship with Warwill, that's it. Cannot keep these Wookiee names straight. But the other difference I want to draw our attention to is the difference between blameworthiness, ethical demerit, let's say, and dishonor. Honor, in an honor culture like Kashyyyk, like the Wookiees, is not, particularly speaking, it's not about what has been done. It's not about the actual ethical character of the situation. It is strictly about it's about social perception. It's about who perceives whom in what way. So if you perceive someone positively, then they have honor, regardless of whether they've earned it or not. However, if that is discovered, then that is a kind of dishonor. Dishonor is considered an unqualifiedly bad thing. So we have this toss-up. We have this interesting case where someone does not deserve the honor they have, but they, objectively speaking, because honor is an intersubjective social credit type thing, social phenomenon, they objectively have honor. They are honorable, even if they don't merit it, even if they don't deserve it. So what we ought to do, ethically speaking, is align the honor that they have with the honor that they deserve. In other words, give them the dishonor that they have earned but have not received, and posthumously. So I think the appropriate thing to do, ethically speaking, is there. Sorry. The appropriate thing to do ethically has to be to tell the truth. But again, the nuances of this situation are very interesting, especially because of the details of an honor culture, of a highly honor-based culture like Kashyyyk. So, Jarek, I won't let you do this. Rorwer was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar! Please, don't tell them anything. Rorwer was admired. They need to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Let Warwill and the others have their hero. No, I won't let this happen. I have to tell the truth. Explain yourself, outsider. If you have information that will affect this trial, I must know it. Don't listen to the outsider, please. Warwill, don't listen. Rorwer dealt with slavers. The datapad I found on his corpse proves it. No, that can't be. Jarek, it can't be. I'm sorry, Warwill. I didn't want you to know. So much is against us. You needed someone to look up to. I couldn't let him betray you, betray everyone. Outsiders are enough of a threat by themselves. They don't need traitors of our own. This Wookiee truly understands honor. You see how important we consider these things, Hain-Char. Well, as holder of laws, I declare Jarek innocent. I will see to your release. Well, I must say that you're the first outsider that I have been glad to know. You surprised me. Perhaps some of you are capable of honor after all. You are deserving of your reward. Reward? What reward? Did I not explain? As the person that discovered the crime, you were also affected by it. You would have been given a portion of Jarek's possessions, but he was innocent. Rorwer, however, was not. Rorwer was wealthy. His family was taken by slavers, leaving him everything. You get 1/3 of this. Warwill receives the rest if he wishes. He is still upset, but he is young. He will recover. Goodbye, team. Goodbye, Baka guide you. Cool. 400 credits. Alright. And light side and honor. All good things. All good things. Let's go fast. Alright, now I think we have to wrap up one or two more little things before we are off Kashyyyk. And like I said, next stop is Manaan, the water world. Unless there's some just random space quests. There might be some random space quests. I can't remember. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. When we get to the galaxy map. Might be more. It's a bit of a shame. If I had more time and such to prepare. Knowing that we were going to Manaan very soon, a large part of Manaan's main plot is concerning a legal trial. Which, honestly, we'll still have time for. We're probably not going to get that far into Manaan tonight. So we'll still have time for that next week. But I still have time to make a thumbnail that's a joke about Amber Heard. So there's at least that. Certainly a good thing to look forward to. Assuming I don't forget. And assuming that that's not just well and truly out of the news cycle by then, which it kind of might be. I've been fascinated by the kind of the aftermath of that trial, because the whole time, literally the whole time, I have seen. Oh, well, hello. Oh, hey, we're fighting Zerka. Literally the entire time of the trial. I'm only gonna need to translate that. Literally the entire time of the trial, I've been seeing everyone I've found, absolutely everyone, absolutely everyone be in support of Johnny Depp against Amber Heard. Absolutely, literally everyone. They're standing in the open, just firing at each other. This is ridiculous. I wish it were a little bit tactical. I mean, I understand the game system does not lend itself to tactics. Really actual tactical combat, but like positioning and whatnot. But man, it'd be nice if it did. Feel a lot more realistic. Anyway, it was weird that that all through the trial, up until it ended, really, I was seeing almost unanimous, I don't know, maybe unanimous support for Johnny Depp over Amber Heard. I don't know the details of the trial. I really, honestly, wasn't following it. I know it had to do with defamation, and that could be something worth talking about if someone can fill in some trial details, some details about the situation, the case for me. Because defamation is an interesting aspect of ethics and law. From a sort of free speech standpoint, which I have heard a little bit that Heard is talking about how the way she's spinning it, at least. Oh, excuse me. That her free speech rights are being threatened by her having to by her being sued for defamation. It's a complicated issue, and I think there is some nuance to be had there that I think there is a case to be made for defamation not constituting aggression, and therefore therefore it shouldn't be illegal. There's a case to be made there. I'm not sure if I would wholeheartedly make the case. I will admit. But the prior point that I was making is how surprised I was. Having a party. Okay, fine. How surprised I was by the shift in sort of public perception after the trial. After the trial ended, I noted before that support for Johnny Depp was almost unanimous, if not completely unanimous. But since then, I've actually been seeing a surprising amount of people speak out in defense of Amber Heard, which is weird. And it has, once again, very strangely broken along more or less political lines. And it seems like it's right-leaning people who are defending. I mean, right-leaning and apolitical people are defending Johnny Depp, whereas apolitical people, right-leaning and apolitical people, there we go, are defending Johnny Depp, whereas left-leaning people are defending Amber Heard, which is odd. I wouldn't expect left-leaning people to be defending Amber Heard. I guess it's a believe all women type feminist thing. I guess that's a little bit of a weird stretch, honestly. But it's a very strange thing. It's very suddenly there's been this sea change in some public opinion that a lot of people are suddenly defending Amber Heard when a week ago, well, maybe 2 weeks ago, literally nobody was that I could find. Sudden shift, and it's odd. I don't know why. I don't know why people weren't defending earlier. Let's see. Does the name Lur Arca ring a bell? What about Rundil Alt Sulem? Not understanding. Can you tell me your name? My name is Hain Char. You are?
Muchashakapaka.
Wuba Susa Sasha. Sasha? Your name is Sasha, right?
Muchashakapaka.
Try and learn Sasha's strange language.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Okay, Sasha, non essa one in Bristag. Bristag is ship. Bristag me lifesa. Lifesa is something safe. Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Mandalori. Mandalori is not Gondisan. Mandalori abds. Mandalori. What's your word for Mandalorian? You do know of them.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
Mena asawan Mandalori. Mandalori abds. You can understand Mandalorian, but your words are all mixed up. Try and learn the language.
Tonki.
Lifesa. Everything is safe, is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
One sort of Evan Hawk service members. Me Lifesa. Me stinkuyu in Lifesa. You sleep there? Lifesa means sleep?
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Bristag me Lifesa. Handle all of this. It's your home. Lifesa means home.
Kipuna. Bonana
Asha
kichu.
na S-O-N in Bristag. Bristag me Lifesa. Bristag.
Tong
that?
abuk shami no nok.
Bristag. Your home? Is that it?
Muchashakapaka.
Ship. Means starship, doesn't it?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Bristag. Sasha, not S-O-1 in Bristag. S-O-1. Not S-O-1? Does that mean leave?
Tong abuk shami no
Me
nok.
S-O-1. I see you or you see me?
Dong abuk shami nonok.
Me na esawan. Oh, you're hiding. Na esawan is hide. Is not to see. Okay, I understand. Esawan is to see, but na esawan is hide.
Tong ki ba non tontek.
Yuba esawan. Nugis. Oh,
Selima
okay.
wanga kunbikin.
Sasha na esawan in Bristag. Bristag me lifesa. You're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I understand.
Mucha shakapaka.
Yuba Gundison. What's Gundison? You said that before.
Mucha shakapaka.
Yuba Gundison. Okay, yeah, me, but what?
Dong abuk shami
Gundison.
nonok.
Me. It's something you like. Yes, Gundison means you like it.
Mucha shakapaka.
Yuba Gundison. You like me, I understand.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
Yuba non-abs? Non-abs. You said that when I first found you.
Kipuna. Bona
Abs.
nakichu.
Me abs. Abs means hit, is that it?
Kipuna. Bona
Abs
nakichu.
is not Gundison. Abs is to hurt. Na-abs means not hurt, is that it?
Tong ki ba non
Yuba
tontek.
non-abs. Na-abs. I understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tong ki ba non
Me
tontek.
ants kesta one yum nuggies. Okay, so this is also, I will say, if it weren't for the multiple choice things, this is an incredibly difficult task. Who is it? Is it Willard Quine? It might be Quine. Who talks about the difficulty and he argues the impossibility of natural language translation without a linguistic reference point. And he uses the example of the word gavagai, which is actually a word in, I forget. Actually, is it? He might have made this example up. I don't know. But if the word means something, and you point to a rabbit, or more specifically, if you point to a rabbit eating some greens, you point to it and you say gavagai. What am I talking about? Do I mean is gavagai? Does it mean rabbit? Does it mean eating? Does it mean the thing that it's eating? Does it mean a rabbit is eating? Does it mean it is eating? Does it mean that it is a rabbit eating these greens? You can't know the full context of a phrase. Now, you can atomize a language a lot and cross-reference things, but even there, it can be very difficult to understand the precise context. And this is why when we say things like the Inuit language has so and so many words for snow, I mean, yeah, kinda. It's the same thing that we call snow, but they are conceptually distinct in that culture, in that language, in a way that our concepts aren't. For example, our concept of love, for example. For most people, most English speakers, love is love. It's appropriate-ish for this month. But for speakers of almost any other language, that's not the case. Because almost every other language has the concept that we refer to as love is split into a lot of other very distinct concepts. And we have one big lumpy concept in English, in the English language, which shapes the way we think. Other languages conceptualize different things within that sort of blobby framework differently. I use this as an example in class when I'm talking about equivocation. You can have an example or a description of love. The word love can mean a bunch of different things. And even we can appreciate the difference in context if it's spelled out for us, we English speakers. So if I were to say that I love ice cream, or I love chocolate, or I love pizza, we can tell that those all mean the same thing. Unequivocally. They're the same thing. But if I say that I love my mom, or I love my kids, that means something radically different from I love pizza or I love ice cream, or better, right? Unless I'm a weird, some kind of family devouring cannibal, which I'm not, in case that wasn't clear. Those should mean radically different things, or unless I have a weird familial familial affection for various food products, which I also don't. Unless that's either of those is the case, then those better mean very radically different things. But we still say the same thing. We say the same word, love. This can get even more fine-grained of a distinction, but that's the clearest one. You can make the same distinction between the love of a spouse versus the love of a child. You can make the distinction between the love of a friend and the love of a spouse, or the love of a friend versus the love of family versus the love of food versus, there's all sorts of different things that we English speakers lump into the same word and therefore often lump into the same concept. And that's where this weird equivocation fallacy of love is love comes from. And you'll notice that that's only really a phrase in English, because guess what? It doesn't work in most other languages. Because most other languages make distinctions between things like romantic love, sexual love, familial or affectionate love, friendship love, desirous love. All these are different things. And they are usually linguistically distinguished in most languages. English just doesn't really do that, except maybe by adjectives. We can adjectivize, but we use the same word. And it leads to all sorts of confusions. And it's why we see things like LGBT culture is basically an aspect of American colonialism. It's linguistic and conceptual colonialism from American culture, from modern American, I'm going to broadly say pagan culture. Pagan post-Christian, specifically, culture. You don't see it in other languages. Whether those linguistic cultures are, whether they are, Western or Eastern or Catholic or Protestant or elsewise or whatever, it doesn't matter. They don't have the same. They don't have the same cultural confusions and cultural baggage, I guess I would say. So they make distinctions that we don't. Because we don't make these distinctions, we make different distinctions, and we have those different distinctions that we try and impose elsewhere. And this is why we have nonsense like that. Also, English speakers, this is something I've mentioned before on stream and in class, we English speakers try and gender neutralize everything possible. Which is why we are sort of, by we, I mean mainstream American culture, broadly speaking, the left. What right-wingers call the left, at least. This is why we are so offended by the distinction between Latina and Latino, for example, and we insist on this Latinx thing, or Latinx. Which, by the way, find a Latino who doesn't despise the use of Latinx or Latinx. Good luck. You probably won't. You probably won't find such a thing. The reason we despise it is because in Spanish, in the Spanish language, the masculine form of a noun is inclusive. Considered inclusive. So Latino or Latinos means Latin men and women, or Latin men. Same word. It encompasses both. Latina or Latinas means Latin women. It is exclusive. This is, by to a sort of American ear, this rings as patriarchal. Even though it's, again, distinctively not. It's a linguistic convention. Normal linguistic convention. It's, again, not that odd from a cultural standpoint. In other languages, even in other Latin languages, you have neuter nouns that are neither masculine nor feminine, and there are collective ones that are neither masculine nor feminine, or ones that are both, or ones that are neither, etc. And again, all of these linguistic groups lead to differences in ideology, especially with respect to gender, sexuality, things like that. Because, again, it's worth noting that gender began as a linguistic distinction. Before Alfred Kinsey et al. Moved it into the realm of associating with sex and sexuality. Mid 20th century. Anyway, this whole history lesson was brought up by the difficulty, or maybe impossibility, depending on what philosopher you ask, of of bridging gaps between languages. It's very, very difficult to do, and it's important to note how much our language, in particular our native language, shapes our conceptual structure, so that we can be aware of that, and so that we can broaden our conceptual apparatus, make more fine-grained distinctions, learn to recognize when we make distinctions that are not metaphysically real distinctions, but are only linguistic. We make distinctions between, so Latin languages, so something like Spanish, would make distinctions between masculine and feminine nouns, but that has nothing to do with the sex or sexuality of objects, obviously. Like, for example, good example of this would be animals. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Animals are a good example of this because animals, the names for a species, an animal species, are masculine or are feminine. The example jumps to mind: pollo, chicken. There's no term polla. There is a word for hen. I forget what it is specifically, but pollo just refers to the animal, the species. So you can refer to a female chicken, but it would be a masculine noun. This distinction is made between linguistic, on the one hand, and biological, say, or even what we would say the social expression of biological, what we would today refer to as gender. That's even still distinguishable from language, and it comes from the distinctions made in language. So, again, all this is to say that we should be very, very careful with that we are, first of all, not making mistakes on the basis of our ordinary linguistics, and then also that we are careful to further explore distinctions that we don't ordinarily and naturally make on the basis of our own language. All right, nugis. Is that all one phrase? Well, thinks for a moment and stabs downward several times with her finger. Makapsi nugis. The floor? Nugis means floor? Makapsi nugis. You're not speaking now. Nugis means now. Non-nugis is not now or before. Nugis. Me ons kestawan yum nugis. Yum? What kind of word is that? Yum. Me ons kestawan yum. So part of the Wait, you want something from elsewhere? Yum. Yum gondisen. Yum, you mean food, yum, don't you? Yum is food? That's such a cop-out linguistically. Come on. If you're making up a language, put some effort in. Me want kestawan yum nugis. You want some food now. You're hungry. Tabed me yuba. Tabed you? What do you mean? Yuba kapsi. Tabed me yuba. I'm supposed to talk, to speak? What about? Yuba. Tabed me yuba. So tabed means tell me about. I get it. Tabed me yuba. Communicate with Sasha in her language. Let's skip ahead. Yuba me kapsi nukis. There is someone there who will help take you home. Lur arka kestawan you lifesa. Let's ask this. Why were you hiding on my ship? Sasha na estawan in Bristag? Me palki Bristag na nugis. Mehut ablias. You came to the ship before. You were very scared. Why? Me palki manlori. Mina esawan. You left the Mandalorians you hid here on the ship. Mina palki onts. Bristag me lifesa. You don't want to leave. The Ebon Hawk is your home. Bristag me lifesa. Why are you scared of the Mandalorians? Who badly as Mandalori? Mandalori kestawan Sasha na nugis. Mandalori abs. They took you before and hurt you? Mandalori bristag na lifesa. Mandalori bristag isna gondisen. Mandalorian ship wasn't home. You didn't like it.
Muchashakapaka.
Palki Mandalori Bristag. Mena S1 in Bristag Lifesa. You sleep here on the ship? Yuba Stinku in Bristag.
Dong abuk shami no no.
Service panel. You understand. So you must have been sleeping in their ship's repair docks. Sasha Stinku there. It's non. It Gondesen. Evan Hawk is not your home, Sasha. Not your first time, anyway. Bristag non not Sasha Lifsa.
Dong
Lifsa.
abuk shami no nok.
Okay, she's disagreeing. Tell me about your home before. Tabed me Sasha Lifsa Nanugus.
Dong ki ba non
Dantuin.
tontek.
Dantuin me Lifsa Nanugus. There's someone there who will take you home. Lur Arca Kaista one you Lifesa.
Dong abuk shami no
Make
nok.
Palki Lifesa, make Palki Dantuin. If Lur Arca is still there, we'll see. Okay, so back to Dantooine. Gizgiz. Edit. Yay. Bye. Oh, it's disappointing by the lack of attention. So cute and so awful. So creepy. Where's... Wait. Yeah, let's see what's Alvar's up to. He's willing to talk more. Is there something you want? Have you anything more to say about yourself, Zalbar? You've seen more than I would have allowed, and taught me some things too. I am grateful for that. It will be a long while before I know what a role will be in my making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to learn. Why did you request to take back his sword? I'm not sure I really know. Father expects much of me. I guess I will do as well. I do as well. I think I've learned enough. I'll bring it back to Kashyyyk. What happens then, we'll see. I'm sorry we couldn't stay on Kashyyyk longer. You and I have important things to do, and I don't feel bad about leaving this time. I know I'll be welcome back. I wish you well. Let's get going. I will follow. Where is Jolie? Nope. Where's Jolie? Over here? No? Where is he? Where does he hang out anyway? No, it was just there. More bouncy Gizgiz. Is he? No, it's just mission over there. In the cockpit somewhere? Maybe? No, it's just Bastel and Karth. Where is Jolie? I know. Johnny. Oh. Oh, here we go. Blinking in the med bay.
On your mind, do you?
Can you make a healing kit for me?
I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. You do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right? Well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it.
Cool.
Got something on your mind.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
I love that. It was great. Move! Eyeless frog thing. Alright, onward we go. See if Bastila has anything more to say.
How can I help?
Do you feel better now?
Yes. That brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Talking about her mother, by the way. Yeah, met. She made peace with.
How can I help?
Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
So,
first of all, that actually is an interesting point, because to a large degree, Bastila is, for a large part of this game at least, kind of the protagonist. And the player character is more like a crew member. It's a really interesting point, and it really is a sort of spanner in the works of the sort of hero's journey type archetype that really is, at least a lot of people have argued, is very much typified in here, as much so as in the original Star Wars. But the fact that Bastila is kind of the main character of a lot of this game is far more the protagonist than the actual player character in a lot of ways, is very interesting to consider from a narrative standpoint. It's interesting. I can't think of many games where you play a secondary character to an NPC protagonist. Oh, excuse me. It would make a really interesting story structure to really just play straight into that. I'd like to see it. I'd love to see a game where you're basically playing a supporting character and someone else is the main protagonist. That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting. Because we instinctively associate player character and protagonist. But those are very different roles. Player character is just who you control. It's not necessarily who the story is about. The protagonist is a literary role, which is very distinct from gameplay elements. It'd be interesting to see. I'd love to see that done. Now that I think about it. Anyway, if the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms?
I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual attraction? Knew you were interested in me.
Mutual attraction? I never said... It's
You just
an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
It just seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
Guess that makes sense. It's true. A master probably would have drawn undue attention.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
You're right. I suppose we should get back to the mission now.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Right.
Yes.
Darth
what's
want
on
to share
your mind?
anything? We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Why don't you return to the front lines, then?
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this.
Man.
So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Nice. Besties. Alright. So, we're on Kashyyyk. There's a space station orbiting Gavin, which I thought was a Sith planet at this point, but maybe not. Dantooine. We do need to go back to Dantooine shortly. Korriban, which we're not going to yet. And Tatooine, we've already pretty much finished everything there. I do need to go back there at some point, like I said, off stream. I want to finish some of the swoop bike racing stuff. Stuff that I don't really want to bother with on stream. So I'll do that eventually. There's a quest or two to do. Let's check out this the space station. Okay. How about that? Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Times like these that I'm reminded that the forest moon of Andor was supposed to be Kashyyyk until they changed it to Ewoks because they're cute. Cute, more marketable than Wookiees. Nice camera work.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice.
Who's this guy's voice actor? Not Malak, the other guy.
Jedi friend.
Okay. That should at least get a reprimand, you know? Stop destroying my bridge.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Darth Brandon. Cool. So anyway, I'm as you probably noticed, I'm still not out of new as yet unworn Star Wars shirts for this series. 11 episodes in, I've still got another one I haven't worn yet. I've got my Vader shirt representing a character who was just so cool until about a week ago. If it wasn't clear, I have a few thoughts on Kenobi, and they're mostly negative. Unfortunately. Oh gosh, excuse me. Unfortunately. Of all the various Star Wars shows and movies and series and all that, Kenobi was one I really wanted to like. Love the character. Really love the character. It's an interesting time period. Probably it's really a fascinating time period. but it's just not good. There's a lot about it that's just not very good. Like, setting aside the potentially canon breaking parts of the big spoilery event about the Grand Inquisitor in episode 2. The bad character work and writing and stuff so far. I actually didn't even see episode 3. I've only seen reviews and synopses and stuff. I don't think I'm going to, honestly. Who's that? What do you want? I'm recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? Who are you? You new or something? Yeah, I'm new. Very new. You don't sound like a transition. You're not one of Davix. Who are you? What do you want? I do work for Davik. Force persuade. Yes, I do reckon. No, wait, what the? Oh, you might be, but no, Davik's gone now, destroyed on terrorists. His people are all gone too. So who are you? Trying to save the galaxy from the Sith. Eh? Sith? They haven't been here in 50 years. Not since the last war. Don't you see why they're starting to make a habit of it now? Still, all my business with the Sith is old news. Politics isn't my affair. So long as you don't get all worked up. I guess I can let you in. It would be nice to have someone to talk to for a change. Traditions and smugglers aren't exactly stunning conversationalists. Oh, Erica, no, I'm sorry, I did not. Traditions and smugglers, what are you talking about? Come by here every once in a while. It's how I keep in the loop, you know. The traditional lizard speak is kind of hard to follow, and they have pretty limited imaginations. Smugglers aren't much better either. Look, this is getting kind of awkward through this door. If you hold just a minute, I'll open the damn thing and we can talk more face to face. Have to fiddle with the damn door lock, the thing keeps jamming. There we go. Hey there, friend. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. Don't see many of your kind here at all. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? I'm trying to defeat Lord Malak. Darth Malak? Never heard of him. Or is he that new Sith Lord who's given the Republic such a hard time now? I haven't been keeping up on the recent news. Why don't you know these things? Well, you see, I'm kind of out of touch with the rest of the galaxy. I haven't left this system in almost 50 years, and this station in the last 5, so... Hey, it's not a bad way to live. I have all the gadgets I need to tinker with, and the smugglers and traditions bring me food and interesting pieces of equipment. You're an inventor. Maybe a little. I just tinker with stuff I found laying around the ruins on Yavin 4, or the traditions and smugglers bring me. Of course, with them, it's usually weapons and things. But I have just as many ideas as people haven't seemed to come up with yet. It's really quite astonishing. You spend all your time here on this station, alone. Yes, of course. You don't see anyone else around, do you? Well, not entirely alone at any rate. Traditions and smugglers come by every so often, drop things off, pick some of my inventions up. Who are these traditions? Traditions, mercenaries, and bounty hunters? Scum, mostly. They look like big two-legged lizards. Why are they here? I'm not gonna be rude to them. They found me a couple of years after the war ended. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone in abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. I'd give them a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they'd keep me supplied with food and new materials. Worked out so far, for years really. With Davik's gone, they'll be getting better. They'll be getting ideas though. Anything else you want to know? Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Yeah, I have a few things kicking around the place, stuff the traditions and smugglers have brought for me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They ain't cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make. Anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them now, can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. Oh my god, he wasn't kidding about the expensive Yeesh. Blaster bolt deflection +5? Jesus. Nice. Sensory implant. 3,500. I could buy it. No, nothing I need right now. I can sell some things, I guess. Oh yeah, I gotta give that to, what's his face? Um... Ooh, okay. I'm actually getting a good amount of money from all this. Anything else I can really just sell off? Yeah. Alright. That'll do for now. Any of this stuff I can just sift through and... You have a Gizka! Watch out, they breed. Edit. Okay. Access denied. Darn. Access denied. Nice view. Alright, well. All there is here. Let's get back out of here, huh? Run! Anyway, I'm more than anything about Kenobi, I don't like... Okay, minor spoilers. Not minor spoilers. It's a huge spoiler from the end of episode 2. So if you either know what I'm talking about or don't care, I'm about to start. If not, I will do this. I'll clap my hands 3 times when I'm done talking about this particular bit of spoileriness. On our way back to Dantooine. So here we go, spoiler time. I think I'm giving you enough time. When Riva kills the Grand Inquisitor at the end of episode 2, this is a ridiculous and quite frankly horrifying break of canon. Because obviously, the Grand Inquisitor, where he comes from, why they brought him into this show, is because he's the primary antagonist for the first 2 seasons of Star Wars Rebels, which takes place about 5 years after Kenobi. So they killed him off here, 6 or 7 years before he's supposed to die at the end of episode 2 of Rebels. Another spoiler. You didn't know. So now we have 2 death scenes for the same character. What gives? They can basically do one of 2 things. Some people have suggested, oh, it's a different Pawan Grand Inquisitor. What? Come on, really? I guess that's why he looks so different. That's why his head's so round. Shut up. No, they're not doing that. No. That's the kind of retconning crap that they would have had to do in the EU. after somebody screwed up the canon. I don't see them doing that because they either don't care enough, or somebody who does care enough is just going to write it into a comic or something, and that'll be even more annoying. Or okay, the other options are they just don't care, and they've effectively decanonized Rebels, which is ridiculous because the Ahsoka series is basically just a follow-up on Star Wars Rebels, and it's been made by most of the same people. The alternative is that it's another fake-out death. He's not really dead. He's coming back later because he wasn't really dead, because Riva stabbing him through with a lightsaber didn't really kill him, and she didn't actually put in the effort to actually make sure that he was dead. And instead of making sure he was dead, she went and screamed into the sky because Kenobi got away, and then didn't make sure he was dead, and then wandered back to Darth Vader and told Darth Vader himself that he was dead before making sure he was dead. Come on, it's ridiculous. So it's either really bad writing because they've just decanonized, they've just flatly contradicted canon, or it's really bad writing because it's just bad writing. And they decided to kill off a character because they wanted to, but they wanted him to come back, and so they're going to make something stupid and arbitrary and make the characters retarded to get away with it. Okay, what's going on here? Here we go. Oh, we're getting attacked, apparently. Are we really? Yeah, by the look of it, we are. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, they hit our shields. At least they hit our shields. What's with the Sith fighters out here in the middle of nowhere?
Incoming fighters!
Two left. Really? It's coming from below? Bastards. Anyway, it's bad writing, regardless. There's nothing they can do to make it not bad writing. So there's that. Anyway, that's my annoyance with the spoilers, so no more spoilers. Anyway, that part's annoying. I don't like that. But that is, I think, honestly, my biggest beef with the show is that they just don't seem to care about continuity. And even if they do care about continuity, they're just writing it. They're just writing it god awfully. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm really disappointed. There could have been some really interesting small-scale stories to tell about Obi-Wan between the trilogies. Him doing things on Tatooine. They were already hinting at basically recanonizing this KOTOR version of the ancient history of Tatooine. They were already sort of hinting at recanonizing that in the Book of Boba Fett. But they haven't really done that. It doesn't look like they're going in that direction with Obi-Wan, and I really think that Kenobi was the place to do that sort of thing. Vaseline and Jihani. Oh, yeah. What's up?
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
Aww. Is that a compliment from you?
Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising.
Aw, it's just that you sounded so pained saying it.
Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you. Too demanding at times.
I love this. Thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Don't forget edgy, critical, and overly secretive.
Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
We could be more than friends, Bastila.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No. Glad you did. I care for you too, Bastila. As a friend.
Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission. Yes?
Johnny needs to level up. Alright. Yeah, okay. Strength it is. Actually, let's go back. Modifiers, force-related feats, and powers. Yeah, let's make that an even number so we have an even modifier. So we have a solid modifier. Read injury, awareness, why not? I mean, yeah, that's reasonable. Specialization lightsaber? Yeah, that sounds good. Powers. I recommend. Stasis? No, heal. We're doing heal. Heal is just the best. Best power. Level up, skills. Great injury and awareness. Feats. What's it recommend? Dueling? Really? One lightsaber for her? I see her as having two. She's going to be my only dual-wield Jedi, so I'm going to do dual-wielding for her. Actually, Bastila can technically use two lightsabers, but whatever. Whirlwind. Whirlwind. Let's see. What can she wield? She currently have. She has a purple lightsaber. Let's give her that short lightsaber. That'll work. And shiny shields, energy shields, strength gauntlets. Neural band? Yeah, neural band. And no implants. Alright. That'll work. Ooh, that's a cool looking lightsaber. Anyway.
Sure.
Let's go. Here's the guy. Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundirat Sulem. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. There's a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. This is most exciting news, sentient. Are you certain of this? Yes, I am. She only speaks smattering of Mandalorian, but was able to figure it out. You convinced me, sentient, that your stowaway is indeed the one I seek. Do you allow me to see her? Certainly. I'll bring you into my ship. Let's go there now. I'm most anxious to see her. Hey, let's see. You have aged, young sentient. Do you believe you are indeed the one I seek? I'm here to return you to your father. I see that Hain Char was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I'm positive that your parents can assist you with that. Calm yourself, child. I'll take you home. He doesn't want to leave the ship. Lurak Nabads. Nugisin Lifesa Sasha. Thank you for your assistance, sentient. I'm sure this girl's parents will be most appreciative of your efforts. Yay! Okay, see you guys. Alright, that was all I had to do here. That's it. So we're good. Can I equip everyone here? Yes, I can. Kendris should definitely be wearing Mandalorian battle armor. Wait, is there a Mandalorian battle helmet for him? Hold on. Is it? No, there's not yet. Anyway, cool. Now, move on to Manaan. But halfway done tonight. Actually, looks like this is all working out quite well. No problems at all. Manaan. The home of the Selkath. Weird fish people. Non-Moncala fish people. Honestly, I think they could have just made this Mon Calamari, but they wanted to make a new planet, which is actually kind of cool. I actually like the Selkath. I like Manaan. The vision time. Time for one more vision. At least one more. It's underwater. Oops. Okay. That is massive. You can see that from space. Also, this city and a lot having to do with this, I borrowed to use in my Mass Effect game, in my Mass Effect tabletop game. When we went to the home planet of the Hanar, I modeled after the same sort of thing.
Another vision. The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like the star map was underwater. Or maybe the land was once above the surface.
It is possible. The melting of polar caps or a cataclysmic earthquake could have buried the land beneath the waves eons ago. Records from that time are incomplete. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
It looked like it was very near an underwater facility. So... let's get going. So for this one, we need to bring Jolee. So let's bring Bastila and Jolee Bindo. I want to bring Karth. Actually, you know what? We don't need Bastila yet. So let's bring Karth and Jolee. Yeah. I think Karth becomes relevant here because there's some Republic stuff going on. Also, as nice and comfy and gorgeous the scenery is on Kashyyyk, music here is wonderful. I just love the nice marimba. Just, the marimba and the piano, it's all very oceanic.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ah!
Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't
Even
push
worse.
me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. and with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
We've got hopelessly naive on the one side, and like, hyper edgy nihilist on the other. Like, Nietzschean style nihilist. Really, like, I don't know which side to root for here. It's alright.
No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Just wanted to ask a few questions.
Well, of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Why are there Sith on Manaan?
Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Atto City in the first place. To explore Kolto.
What is... Oh, okay. I know what Kolto is in character, but I'm going to ask so we can just have it explained to us, the players and the audience.
You're joking, right?
Oh,
I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's
Yes,
the
I'm
most
joking.
powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
So, Kolto is... So, if you're familiar with Star Wars lore, Kolto is the precursor to Bacta. Kolto is naturally occurring. It comes up from these deep-sea vents, and the Selkath collect it. This is the only place to find it. A few hundred years later, in the Old Republic and the MMO, Zerka Corporation manages to make a synthetic version, but it has problems. I forget what those problems are. So basically there's issues with manufacturing and stuff. It's very difficult. It's an incredibly potent healing agent until thousands of years later, ish, at least, some point significantly later, I believe it's the Verpine? Of the planet Thyfera, if I'm not mistaken, invent a substance called Bacta, which is meant to mimic a lot of the effects of Kolto, but it is synthetically made. It's basically a liquid that has suspended in it various microbes and such that massively aid in the healing process. It's very similar to Kolto, works in a very similar way, and finally it's a sort of synthetic alternative, and it's manufactured. And so by that point, the Kolto had passed far, far out of use. And so Bacta basically replaced it by the time of the original trilogy, and that's the tank that Luke is floating in Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, a little bit of medical history of the Star Wars galaxy. The Republic and Sith both stay here.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Never mind. I must go. Of course he's not going to have seen an ancient star map. It's underneath the ocean. I don't get the impression that he goes down there very often.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Not really. I'll probably figure it out. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains somewhat a mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you.
Got
Sure.
something on your mind, dude?
Why'd you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
You wanted to ride on my ship.
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying.
Oh my God.
You remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Is that what you see around me too?
Well, it's not so much a hurricane as a slight breeze. But that doesn't mean anything. Destiny is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
There's supposed to be some hidden meaning in all this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
So why didn't you leave?
Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How'd you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I mean, yes. Alright, yeah, I see where you're going with this. So what does that have to do with you coming with me? You want to see me fly down a reactor shaft, is that it?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime...
So yes.
Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Gosh. Okay, that was great. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, he wants to see me fly down a reactor shaft. Got it.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Alright. Greetings, human, and welcome to Otto City Visitors Provincial Stand. We're here to provide visitors with got it. Tell me about Manaan. Manaan is the homeworld of the Selkath. It is here that our race has lived and thrived for uncounted millennia. With our valuable supply of Kolto, we've become an important player in intergalactic politics. We've taken a neutral stance in the current galactic war between Sith and the Republic, as we believe that violence is not a permanent solution. Is there any other way I can assist you? Yeah, old insane Jedi. I love Jolie Bindo so much. He's ridiculous. He actually forms quite the commentary on the Jedi as a whole later on. Eventually, you find out. This is a minor spoiler for his character, but we'll find out soon. The reason he left the Jedi is because he felt love, and the Jedi at this point have roughly the same idea of love and attachment as the prequel Jedi. That it's impermissible, and that it will lead one astray from the path of from the will of the Force. And so basically, he left the Jedi, and so did his wife. But they found themselves on opposite ends, opposite sides. Oh wait, no, he didn't leave. He was about to. He was considering it, but he and I forget if they were married or not. He and his beloved found themselves on opposite sides of the Mandalorian War, or on the Jedi Civil War. I think. Maybe it was the Mandalorian War. I don't know. One of these wars, one of these conflicts. And eventually she's killed, and he leaves the Jedi and isolates himself off on Kashyyyk. Basically, because if they had been allowed to marry and to commit to one another, then they could have kept each other in the light. This is his view, at least, and I think that there's merit to this. There's a good idea to this. That I mean, we can speak of this in sacramental terms, right? In terms of sacrament of matrimony, one of the key ends of sacramental marriage is to get each other to heaven. Right? It is not only for the rearing of children, but for the betterment of the spouses, the spiritual betterment of the spouses, especially. And that's the sort of thing that I think Jolie's case points out. It's also why, as I've noted, that there are several splinter groups within the Jedi, some of which allow family. Perhaps most notably are the Green Jedi of Corellia, and on record, as far as I'm aware of, in canon, in Legends, in EU canon, because there is no canon version of the Green Jedi, I don't think. Maybe there is. I don't know. In any case, the on record, in the EU timeline, all several thousand years of it, there has never once been a Green Jedi who has fallen to the dark side. Not on record, at least. And a lot of that is because of their healthy commitment to proper hierarchies beyond simply the Jedi and the Force. They're committed to family. They're committed to their homes. They're committed to their home system. They're rooted far more so than the Jedi as a whole, the mainline order, who are by nature wanderers and have no real mediating institutions between themselves, their order, their commitment to the Force, way up there on the one hand, and the Republic, way up there on the other hand. Let me see the inventory. Yeah, it's one of those things where nothing good. Where we can see a usefulness to properly layered, rich institutional structures, more so than simply the sovereign individual or the subservient individual in a one-to-one relationship with the sovereign, the highest authority, whether that is the state or whether that's God or whether that's whatever else. Mubasa. Greetings, forgive me if this seems an odd question off-world, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. I have some Gizka, if you're interested. Gizka, you speak of the small bipedal amphibians, the high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you're in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. Is there no way I can convince you to take them off my hands? I suppose having a few of the creatures would not be a harm. We do have experience in handling them now, I suppose. Since they are so difficult to maintain, however, I would ask that you provide 100 credits. Then I will take them off your hands. I was hoping to sell them. How about we just call it even? I suppose it's better than nothing. We must have some creatures in our exhibit, after all. I shall send some of my people to remove the Gizka from your vessel. Thank you for your cooperation. Yay, I guess. I'm a little disappointed. I kind of wanted to keep the little bastards, but it's probably best to not have them running around the ship pooping everywhere. I assume they poop everywhere. Wait a minute, what's this? There's a door here. Docking bay 26-8, or -B. Doo-doo-ly-doo. Leaving Auto City security zone. Cameras deactivated. What? That's troubling. Yes, I know, I get it. I accidentally turned around.
We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits, so back off.
So there's no cameras here.
We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits, so back off.
Okay. Nothing to be done here, I guess. That was odd. Alright, here we go. Anyway, one of the things that I'm looking forward to doing soon is, since I have somewhat of a fresh start on the computer, I'm hoping to start up a Star Wars Edge of the Empire online tabletop campaign. Basically set between the trilogies. It's a space western type of thing. Security cameras deactivated. Yes, I know, I heard you before. Roughly based off of something like Red Dead Redemption 2 or Firefly, that sort of thing. Of basically just a bunch of outcasts trying to stay ahead of the Empire, stay out of civilizations. They can make peace, find a place for themselves, that kind of thing. And basically you're chased around by Imperial trouble and crime trouble and every other kind of trouble you can find. That sort of thing. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And if anybody winds up being interested in playing such a thing, well, Discord server, right down below. Join on up. Let me know in the gaming channel. I'm certainly, I don't know when at all. I'm still in the general planning stages of this sort of thing, so if you have any ideas as to when, or if you're interested, do let me know. Yeah, what do you want? Who are you? My name's Joel. Traveling Pizzak player with no special story to tell. You interested in the game? Sure, why not? Yeah, 200 credits. Do 200 credits. Yeah, that'll do. Good enough side deck. Okay. Ooh, jeez. Stand. Darn. Okay, fine. That's bad. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay. Lucky me. Alright, one more win. I'm gonna risk it. Oh, I'm gonna risk it again. Crap. Ah, crap. I lost that one. Alright. Alright, this is for the win. This is the last one. Last hand. We can do this. Okay. Oh, no! Darn, I lost 200 credits. Nah. Darn. That was a good game. Good game. Alright, to the visitors area. Security droid. Locked. Why?
Obey the laws here on Manaan, human.
Oh. That's not the kind of droid I expect to speak basic. Welcome to Manaan. While you're here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing activities of the Off-Worlders. What are the rules exactly? The single most important law in Manaan is very simple. Kolto smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying any unprocessed Kolto, you better have a permit. The other rule is also very simple. Keep the peace. Here on Manaan, we maintain a careful neutrality. We react very harshly to those who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between the Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is that understood? That's it? Only 2 laws? Don't be foolish, human. Of course we have laws against murder, theft, other crimes. But these laws are hardly different than those of any other planet. Manaan's neutrality is closely linked to our culture production. That is why I made special mention of the laws regarding smuggling and keeping the peace. Excuse me. My apologies. I understand. It's docking fee of 100 credits. You have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manaan, or you'll be not permitted into Ahko City. I don't need to pay the docking fee. Ah, I see. Yes, you don't need to pay.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
The gates of Ahko City are open to you now. You may come and go as you please, as long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you'll have to pay the docking fee once more. Hey, I didn't get dark side points for that. And Jolie is appreciative and approving of such things. Cool. Or I'll have to force persuade the guy again. A Sith. I mean, a Sith soldier, not a Sith proper. It's weird that there aren't just, like, dark side acolytes just kind of wandering about. I mean, it's not that weird. I guess. I'm sure they're relatively rare, as rare as Jedi are. But look, there's a group of Jedi just kind of wandering around here, so why wouldn't there be, Sith, Darksiders, Force users, you know? I would think. There sure are in MMOs. Alright, let's see, what's this? Best courtyard. Oh, no. Let's see what we can find here first. So zoom.
So, Jolie, you decided to leave your little hermitage in the forest and come help us stop the Sith. I guess you realized this was worth coming out of retirement for, huh?
Yeah, that's right, Sonny. The Sith are the greatest evil to hit the galaxy since, well, the Mandalorians. And they're the worst thing since Exar Kun, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc.
Okay, old man, you lost me there. Are you trying to make a point?
Look, everybody always figures the time they live in is the most epic, most important age to end all ages. But tyrants and heroes rise and fall, and historians sort out the pieces.
I think it's pretty clear that Malak is the tyrant in this case.
Malak is a tyrant who should be stopped. If he conquers the galaxy, we're in for a couple of rough centuries. Eventually, it'll come around again. But I'd rather not wait that long. So we do what we have to do, and we try to stop the Sith. But don't start thinking this war, your war, is more important than any other war just because you're in it.
That's an interesting theory, but I don't buy it. The Republic stands for something. It stood for something for 15,000 years, and if it falls, everything will change forever.
You believe whatever you need to get through this, Sonny. The bottom line is we both want to stop Malak. So let's not get hung up on the details. Let's just get back to stopping him.
Yeah. For like 700 or 800 generations, the Jedi have been guardians of peace in the old Republic. Anyway. Yes, this is, I like that. I actually really like that from Jolie. It's, very smart. It's a very good point that, we have this kind of this bias in favor of ourselves, which I mean is obvious.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged.
Laughs in Treaty of Coruscant.
Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Yeah, 300 years or so from now, the Sith assault Coruscant, destroy the Jedi Temple, and force the Republic into an unfavorable treaty. Very unfavorable treaty. It's not that unfavorable, honestly, when I think about it.
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
For Sith, a month's pay, but since you're a member of the Republic, I'll charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
Alright, this guy likes the Republic. The Selkath now seem more distant than before. They treat members of the Republic at arm's length only. I hope this does not negatively impact our trade. They give too much deference to the Sith, and monsters will simply come in and take over. But my feelings about the Sith are well known among Dato City. I shall spare you further outbursts. What may I do for you? Let me see what you have in stock. Is you as human? Yada yada yada. Aerotech human. Cool. Anything I need here? Oh, the Needler. Neato. Lannister. What's this? Demon package. Johnny Battle Stimulants. Stimulants. Nah, nothing I just desperately need, no. Nah, nothing I desperately need. Anyway. As I was saying, the treaty was basically peace. It was basically a peace treaty. The Sith and the Jedi, or not the Sith and Jedi, sorry, the Republic and the Empire at that point, about 300 years from now. This is the lead up to the MMO, to the Old Republic. The Republic and the Sith, the Republic and the Empire were in all-out war time. And the Sith sacked the Sith and the Sith Empire sacked Coruscant. What this means is they forced the Republic to sign a treaty, basically bifurcating the galaxy, ceding the Empire's sovereignty over a significant amount of territory, former Republic territory. It was not the entire galaxy by any means. It was not a solid defeat, a surrender by the Republic. Rather, it was ceding sovereignty of certain territory to the Empire. This is, of course, very similar to what the Confederacy of Independent Systems was pursuing during the Clone Wars. I just actually rewatched an episode of the Clone Wars, the one where Padme is meeting with Senator Bonteri, the Separatist, and they're trying to organize for peace talks. But basically, for the Republic, the Separatists are wanting to basically keep sovereign territory, certain sovereign territory, and the Republic would end the war, would stop aggressing, and then the Separatists would stop aggressing. They would basically just stop attacking each other. Which is interesting because that's what the Separatists wanted in the first place. They didn't want to dissolve the Republic. They didn't want to destroy the Republic. They didn't want to conquer the Republic. They just wanted their own independent state. And I kind of hate that the episode doesn't acknowledge that this treaty would essentially be the Republic admitting defeat and allowing the Separatists, the Confederacy and Independent Systems, their independence, basically letting them get what they wanted. That would have been a good recourse point. That would have been a good counterpoint to the proposed peace treaty, but they didn't go that route. Instead, they went the route of war profiteers, people who were basically the banking clan, the trade federation, people behind the separatists, the corporations behind the separatists, didn't want the war to end because they were making bank, so to speak. Which, okay, it's really ham-fisted, and I'm a little disappointed because the Clone Wars does that a lot. Their political episodes, they're basically just the separatists are the corporate power bad guys, and the Republic are the nice politician good guys. And I'm just like, yeah, well, that's boring. That's really boring. Like, make this interesting about something about independence. Because, Confederacy of Independent Systems, the Separatist Alliance. Could have made really good use of that. And that's also especially interesting because after the after the Civil War, or after the Clone Wars, the the Alliance, the rebels, were not trying to break away from the Empire. They weren't suing for independence. They weren't even technically suing for freedom in a sense. Not in the ordinary sense of they want to be free. Rather, they were the Alliance to restore the Republic. Right? The Separatists' goal in the Clone Wars was to break away, become independent. The Rebels' goal in the Civil War was to conquer the Empire. Those are radically different goals. And so, of course, they wound up having radically different strategies, and so the wars look radically different. I was talking about that last week a lot, too. The difference between how these wars shaked out and how the different sides saw each other and saw themselves.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, a remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race? And you think it may be here on Manaan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Really? Come on, tell me.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Good timing. This is why they want you to stay on Manaan, and they will charge you extra money to come back, is because they're not going to actually change this quest. This quest is not technically time sensitive. But they want you to not take too long, so you don't, make it weird. Anyway. Game design thing, but it's quite clever. What do you want me to do?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith Embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith Base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get in the Sith Base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith Base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I'm going to try and decrypt the pass card, but I'm going to need one of my squad mates for this.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay, so let's change out our party. Our tech people. Right? Computer use. Security. Okay, I have good security. He has good security. He has amazing computer use. Better security. Okay, that'll work. Now let's level up and get even better. Demolitions. Yeah. Caution. Intelligence all the way up. Okay. Master caution. Demolitions and stealth, huh? Alright. Cool. Yes. Okay, level up her too. Let's go intelligence. What does it recommend? Dexterity, huh? Intelligence? Okay, fine. Needs to be better shooty. Okay, and hand. Alright. That will work. Where's this droid? Oh,
so you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith Base, eh? Huh. Good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
Terminal sequences?
The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Alright, let's give this a shot, and more particularly, let's have T3 give this a shot. Booting. We have computer spikes. Slice the Republic system. Oh my god, open submarine bay doors. Disable local power. What? I can do that? My god. Decrypt Sith passcard. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. So it's times 2. Okay, so +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 gives me 22. Additive matrix. Subtractive matrix. -3, -2, -1, -1, -0, -1, -2, so 19. Yeah, continue. Multiplicative matrix. Times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. That one's easy. Divisive matrix. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by easy, 2. Exponential matrix. Oh gosh. One squared. Is that what? 4 squared? No, 8 squared. Times 8. Oh. That's 9 squared. 5 squared. 32. What's square roots of these? 9 is the only perfect square. Did I get it? Yes. Okay, that'll work. Logarithmic matrix. Oh my god. Okay. Sequence pairs. 1, 0, 8, 3. 32, 5. 128. Logarithmic. 3, 8. 2 to the third. 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the third is 8. 2 to the fifth is 32. 2 to the blank is 128. Oh gosh. Okay, so 2. Okay, divided by 2 is 64. So 64. 32. 16. 8. 4. 2. To the 6th. Failure. Let's try this again. 22. Fractive matrix. Minus 0, minus 1, negative 1, minus negative 2, 18. Multiplicative, 64, easy. Divisive, 2, easy. Okay. This is the one I'm not confident about. Exponential. How the heck does this even work? Two, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16. 2 to the 5th. 2 to the 0. 2 to the 5th. 3 to the 3rd? 3 to the 3rd doesn't help me. Anything to the 0. 2 to the 5th. 3 to the 3rd. 2 to the 6th. 5 to the 2nd. Okay, so n to the 0. 2 to the 5th. Okay, so 2, 4, 8, 16. Yeah, 2 to the 5th. 3 to the 3rd. 2 to the 6th. 5 to the 2nd. They're all perfect exponents, but they're not all squares. Are they squares? No, because 81 isn't. 81 is a square. Well, it's not 3 to the 3rd. It's 9. Oh, okay, so it has to be 9. Okay, no, it has to be 9. Okay. Gotta be. Okay, so 128 is not 2 to the 6th. It's 2 to the 7th. There it is. Failure? Okay. That one's right. That one's easy. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, that one's easy. 32, 64. That one's easy. This one is going to drive me insane. With n to the 0. 2 to the 5th. 3 to the 4th. 3 to the 4th, right? 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3. is 27 times 3 is 81. Yeah, so 3 to the 4th. 3 to the 4th. Ooh! Or it's... Okay, so it could be 1 to the 0. Or 1 to the any number. 1 to the 6th, let's say. Oh, divisive matrix. Oh, this was a good one. Okay, here we go. 1 to the 6th. 2 to the 5th. 3 to the 4th. 4 to the 3rd, right? 5 to the 2nd. 6 to the 1. Okay, logarithmic. Okay, 128 has to be 2 to the 7th. Success. There it is. Woo! Okay, unloading system. We're good. We're good.
Yes.
Nice one, T3.
Hey,
And
great!
me.
You sliced the encryption on those cards.
Wow,
They change the
that's
codes
hard.
regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
Wow. That was hard. That was difficult. I'm not going to play with that guy. Restricted access. Locked. Didn't I get the card to get in there? I'm not going to bother with this. Not going to bother torturing the prisoner. We'll let this guy know I got the
Have you
passcode.
managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Not yet.
Time is a critical factor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay then. That means we gotta go over to the Sith Base. But let's check the Visitors Hotel first. See what else we can buy. Ooh. Ignis.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
What murder?
This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it, so the Selkath are holding him in prison while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry.
No, okay. Well, can we go in and see what's up? No.
No problem. Got it.
Let's see. What's in here? Locker. It's got stuff in it. Oh, a med pack. Not much. Okay. Excuse me. Fine. We're doing this again?
Uh-huh.
And you need?
Sorry, buddy, but ever since the... Well,
Okay,
but
whole
not...
thing.
But enough.
No?
What?
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought that at this point Jolie would pipe up.
Something on your mind.
Know anything about this place?
It's an unusual place. Not for its water, mind
Arth, calm down,
you.
please.
It's the Kolto, healing juice. Only place where it occurs in the galaxy. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. Let's play.
Okay, Karth, please. Thank you. Calm down, sir. Okay, well, okay then. There was a guy over here we need to meet with. Or a couple of guys. Ulus. Human, there's Selkath everywhere, but you choose to speak to me. Am I so different? Do you have answers that others do not? Answers? What are you talking about? Those are strange times. The Sith and Republic battle control the galaxy. Their war destroys what they both seek to possess. The war sows fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, direction. They have questions. They want answers. That's why I'm here. I too seek answers. Answers to what? The Republic, the Sith, the war, the everything, nothing. Answers are always hardest to find when the questions are unclear. Yet that does not stop us from searching. Who are you? A name? There is power in names. Yet in the end, a name alone means less than nothing. I am Hullus, a traveler from the world of Duro. And what is your name, human? Wait, he's from Duro? That's kind of weird, but okay. Seni Vek gave me a message to see you. Seni Vek? The name means nothing to me. Are you certain this person told you and your companions to come and see me? That is very strange. Obviously there must be some mistake. Or maybe this is a joke. But had anyone named Seni Vek told you to bring your companions and come speak with me? I'll be going. Oh, I forgot, we're supposed to talk to him alone. That's right, we're supposed to talk to him alone. Who's this guy? J.D. Rudian. What do you bother me, human? I do not wish to speak to you. Are you standing over in the corner? I'm here for my own reasons. Those who know me wish to do business. No, I can be found here. You will either do business with me or leave. Business? I trade and sell Possat cards for those interests. If you have interest, we can do business. Otherwise, leave. Let's see what you got. Buy it. Buy it. Buy them. Ooh, plus minus 6. That's pretty good. I'll buy them. I'm gonna buy all the plus or minus cards. They're fantastic. They're excellent cards. All right, fine. Here I am alone. Hello. The return. Was our business so unfinished when we last spoke? What is it you want? Seni Vek gave me a message to see you. Seni did not think you would come, but I knew better, Hainjar. It is good that you have come alone, for if you ever come with others, I will not speak to of these things. I'm Hullus of the Genoheridan, a secret society of bounty hunters. For 1,000 generations we have existed, but always hidden beneath an impenetrable veil. I've never heard of you. You ever have. We are shadow, darkness, and night. We are less than a whisper or a thought. We've managed to keep our existence a secret far longer than most could ever imagine. If you are ever foolish enough to tell anyone of this meeting, or the Genoheridan's existence, they will not believe you. They will probably think you are paranoid or mentally unstable. Not even those closest to you can know we have approached you. If you ever speak to me or any of your companions, I will not discuss the Genoheridan. You understand, Hainjar? I understand. I believe you'll speak the truth, Hainjar, but remember this, if you ever betray us, this opportunity will be lost forever. Few among the galaxy have ever heard of the Genoheridan. They never see us, never know we were there. They do not even know we exist. If you do not follow our rules, we will vanish, and you will be like all the others. You will never see us again. We will be nothing but a figment of your imagination. But if you swear to keep the secrets of our order, you will learn of the Forbidden Society known only to a handful throughout the galaxy. I will preserve your secrecy. Excellent, Hainjar. We have high hopes for you within the guild if you prove yourself worthy. Listen closely, and I will give you a glimpse to our secret world. We Genoheridan are an ancient guild of elite bounty hunters. For thousands of years, we have been at work throughout the galaxy, eliminating our targets in near total secrecy. So they're not bounty hunters, they're assassins. There's a difference there. How does anyone hire you if nobody knows you exist? In the highest corridors of power, a handful of people know we exist, and how to contact us. Of course, these people are smart enough to keep this knowledge a carefully guarded secret. And on very rare occasions, when we are seeking new clients, one of our guild masters will approach a powerful political figure, and offer our services when the time is ripe. You're nothing but common assassins. The Genoheridan are far from common. Even Calo Nord hadn't proved himself worthy of joining our guild. He was getting close, until he met you, that is. By killing Calo Nord, you have shown you have great potential. The Genoheridan could use someone like you. You are willing, and your work for us could be of great aid to the Republic. How will killing innocent people help the Republic? Innocent people. Our victims are far from innocent, and the Genoherodon will only accept if a contract if the target's death suits our greater goals. Goals that often match those of the Republic. The Genoherodon have a vested interest in preserving the Republic. It is the perfect cover for our work. We operate behind the scenes, manipulating events through subtle machinations. Do you think the Republic has persisted for 15,000 years by mere accident? If not for our influence, distasteful as our methods may be to some, the Republic would have collapsed long ago. We understand the bureaucracy of the Republic. We have learned how to alter the course of political events under the existing regime. We have no wish to see the Republic fall. Why would I want to join you? This is a little hard to believe. This is one of the reasons our existence has remained secret for so long. Nobody wants to believe in a secret society manipulating and controlling events on a grand scale. I beg to differ. A lot of people want to believe that. Rumors and hints of our existence are dismissed as paranoid fantasies. But we do exist, Angchar, and we have come to ask you to join us. Yeah, a lot of people believe that. A lot of people want to believe that. Like, their greatest enemy is Space Alex Jones. Why would I want to join you? As I said earlier, your efforts here will help the Republic, and by aiding us, you will earn the right to join an exclusive organization with the power to alter the very course of galactic history. And of course, there is the simplest reason of all. The Genoherodon reward their agents very, very well. Okay, what do I have to do to join? As you can imagine, joining the Genoherodon is not a simple process. To begin, we will need proof of your loyalty and your competence. When you feel you're ready, I will give you a task. A target who must be eliminated. Of course, you will have to come alone whenever you wish to discuss Genoherodon business. Alright. What do I need to do? Killing Calo Nord was an impressive display of your skills, but there is more to the Genoherodon than mere killing. To preserve the secrecy of our order, our agents must be discreet. You must be able to find and eliminate a target without drawing undue attention. You can never mention your assignments to others, not even your closest allies. Also, you cannot ask people for information about your target. You must complete your mission using only the information I will provide. I understand. Who's my target? We'll begin with something simple. Your first mission is to eliminate another of either two targets. A Grand Slaver named Zulan Centaur, or a Rhodian anti-Republic terrorist named Lorgal. Okay, what about the slaver? Zulan was a common intergalactic slaver who tried to kidnap the daughter of a Coruscant senator. He failed and the girl was recovered, but Zulan himself escaped. He will probably try another similar kidnapping soon. If he succeeds, he might ransom his victim in exchange for dangerous political secrets that could threaten the Republic itself. The Genoherodon want to eliminate him before this happens. Our latest information places Zulan on Dantooine. He often sells illicit goods to the wealthy settlers of that world. His landspeeder was spotted near one of the settlers' estates on Dantooine. Zulan rarely strays far from his speeder in case he needs to make a quick escape. You should look for him there. Tell me about Lorgal. Lorgal is a radical who wants to destroy the Republic through terrorist acts. He's responsible for over 24 bombings, leaving hundreds of civilians dead. He was recently captured and is being held prisoner in the Republic base here on Manaan, awaiting transport to Coruscant for trial, and a chance to publicly voice his radical beliefs. We do not want to give him that chance. You must find a way to kill him before he leaves for Coruscant. But you must be subtle. You must look like an accident, or an unexplainable death. The Republic would be glad to get rid of Lorgal, so they won't investigate his death closely. As long as he isn't struck down by a weapon in his cell, the Genoherodon will be satisfied. Anything else? Remember, tell no one of this. There are others with you when you confront Zulan or Lorgal. Make it seem as if you are acting on behalf of the Republic, not the Genoherodon. That's all for now. Return to me when either Lorgal or Zulan is dead, and I will reward you. If you wish to complete both missions, feel free. You will be suitably rewarded for each. Okay, so we're definitely going to do the slaver one, Lorden. Not executing a... I mean, he is a mass murderer, but still not executing a man without trial in his cell. That's horrifyingly wrong. Anyway, when we're done here, we'll go to Dantooine. Back to Dantooine. Where am I? A door. Mysterious.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
You can have your credits when you take him from my cold, dead hand.
You talk big, but remember what we did to Taris. Maybe you're next on our list.
What are you gonna do about it?
We need more rules about overpowered bikes. Hookta just rides over everything. It's boring watching him.
Okay, okay. I assume there's a swoop bike course over here somewhere. Alright, let's see what's over here. Yortl's Emporium. A Sith war droid.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike?
Let's have a fine piece here. A little dented but serviceable, real bargain at
I
that
thought
price.
this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
That's my store. I'm sick of you Sith and your stupid jokes. I've got real customers to worry about it. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I
He's not
want
even a fish.
garbage, I'll be back.
He's an Ithorian. Not a fish. Not a Selkath. Knock me as a Sith or want to buy something? I'm interested in buying something. Okay. Nothing too interesting. Let's look at your inventory. Good as new, fraction of the price. Okay, we get cool used tech stuff. That's kind of cool. Mostly droid bits. I need computer spikes. Definitely gonna need a computer spike. Let's see what's over here. I assume this is the Sith base.
Only people who have business with the...
Oh, I'll be going.
Go.
I'll come back. I'm assuming I know I have more stuff I need to do first. Actually, you don't know. I probably have time to do the Sith base thing here before we wrap up for the night. I know there's plenty more stuff to do here. This is actually quite the extensive planet, one of the larger ones. Ooh, swoop bike, swoop registration. Yeah, let's do it. Are you a spectator or a swoop contender? I'm interested in racing. Full field of competitors with the destruction of cars. We're in the rebuilding phase. A race on Tatooine. What you have, recognized circuit, not a recognized circuit track. Not a respected promoter, no matter what he says. Oh. Best was on Taurus, previous skills here. The credits. I want to talk about the rewards. Organizing the Galactic Standard 3-round system. Each round pays differently. Tatooine used tiers instead of rounds. Why the difference? Tatooine's not recognized. Okay, so he's not playing by Galactic Standards. Okay. Round 2 is populated by beginner touring racers who have decided to invest in the sport, attempting to make it pay. Round 3 is only attainable by seasoned professionals. Open exceptions, but only rare. Back to my other questions. Ready to race. On credits, lowering the fee would encourage new racers. I tend to agree. There's already a number of racers struggling. I'll drop the fee to 50. Alright, sure, 50. 2382. It's time to beat. Let's do it. Alright. 2382. It's over water. That's fun. Oh, darn it. I hit a debris. Oh, I missed the time. Darn. Let me try again. Almost got it. That's pretty close. Let me try one more time. I can at least beat this race. It's also worth noting that the swoop we're racing in is definitely not a bike by any stretch of the imagination. No, it's called a swoop bike, but it's not. Okay, ready to race. Let's try again. Fine, 100 credits. Jesus, 2381. All right, we can do this. Looks like we'll actually have to try this time, though. By we, I mean me. Oh, bad start. There we go. All right. Not bad. That did it. Got him. Hey, first round paid 500 credits. Enough to pay the expenses, make it pay. Alright, ready to... Let's try race 2. 100 credits, fine. 2325. Alright, 2325. Let's see if we can beat 2325. I think that was actually my time. Last time. Beat it. I ran into a thing at the end, but I beat it. All right. Nicely done. Second round, we're 2,000 credits. Any racers bow out when they reach this level? I have a feeling you won't. Ready to race. Looks to Jax. Look to Jax. You may want to speak to him first. Try not to anger the Gamorrean and get prove troublesome. We don't want the scandal of having to jail professional swoop racers. Where is he? Racers Lounge. We're to the east. Weird. To the east, huh? Wait, what? Wait, is east? That looks north to me. Yeah, that looks north to me, but okay. Records panel, huh? The Jax. 2250. Alright. Hey, come talk to me. I got something to say, little racer. Victor Jax doesn't like how fast you go. I told you once already. I want you to remember, you don't win the sector championship spot. If you do, there'll be trouble. I'll race, and I'll win. And you and Victor Jax are gonna have a problem, I promise you that. He was warned fair and square. Alright, is he gonna, like, attack me? Because that'd be fun. Okay, he's gonna cause problems, but that's okay. Right. I like to race. Alright, pay the fee. 2250. Let's go for it. I don't know if we can do this one. This is going to be really hard. Yeah, we did it. All right, nice. Is he gonna attack now? I'm looking forward to this. I don't want to like rub his face in it. That seems unwise for a Gamorrean and also pretty rude. I don't know though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Greetings, Sector Champion, who proves a spectacular racer despite near lawless taunting of Hooked Jax. We've won a great deal of money, 5,000 credits. The last amount offered for now. Begin a new round of races. We make you certain you're notified. Alright, see you later. 5,000 credits. Let's go talk to Hookta Jax and see if he swings that axe at us. Hookta says you weren't a big enemy. You should have lost when you were told to lose. Now something's gotta be done. Not here, because Selkarth's cameras are watching. I'm too smart for that. I get you when you least expect. Just you wait. Oh boy, we've made an enemy for life. I guess. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's, in that case, let's save. Before we forget to do that, because I've been forgetting to do that a lot lately. Alright, now let's go to the Sith Base. Just around here somewhere. I have business in the Sith Base. Let's actually... Excuse me, let's switch out Jolie for T3. He is going to be useful with computer cracking, I'm sure of it.
Only people who have...
I have this pass card.
If you have a pass, why are you...
Oh, just go in? Alright, fine. Okay. Let's just go. They're probably still going to attack me.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I have a pass card.
Your pass card is out of date, and I don't recognize you at all. Commander Gran, report to the...
Oh, goody.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Down you go!
That was easy. Oh, nice. Implant, isn't it? Let me see if I can actually use that. Level 2 Kid Karth? Can. No, nothing. Give him a Sith Energy Shield. Sensors Mark 1. Focus Blaster Pistol. Okay. And Focus Blaster Pistol. Yeah. Computer Tool. Purity Tool. Advanced Computer Tool. Heavy Blaster. Mandalorian Heavy Blaster. Get a Sith Assassin Pistol. That'll work. Karth's Blaster and a Disruptor Pistol. What else should I give him? It is balanced. Let's give him a Mandalorian Ripper. Very cool. Yes. I'm rather low on force points. Okay. Let's check this door over here, see what's in here. Corridor, huh? Alright, alright, alright. Do a bit of an explore. Is this the same layout as the one on Taris or no? No, this is different. This is very different. This is very different. Okay. Disassembly room. Reactivate. Optimize weapons. Optimize target systems. Activate shields. Engage in patrol mode. Leave it alone.
What?
Oh, jeez.
You asked for this!
Let's repair kit. Yeah. Oh, that's the Grenadier. Found him. Okay. That's the guy who was trying to blow us up. Alright, what we got in here? Okay, there we go. It says broken droid, huh?
Ready.
Let's see what I can do here. Data module. Oh, I found it.
What?
That was it. That's all we needed. That's all we were in here for. Well, that was easy. I'm gonna save. In case. In case we screw up the rest of this trip. Oh, geez. Hello.
How'd you like that?
Okay, no, let's get out of here. Sure.
How'd you like that? Down you go!
Oof.
You asked for this!
Jeez. These things are rough. 1 damage.
How'd you like that? Time to rumble! Let's go!
Got him, okay. Okay, that was nasty. West Lounge, huh? Let's wait. Not go in there yet. Because otherwise, pretty severely injured.
Yes?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Man, that was rough. Can I switch anyone out? No, I didn't think so, but... Dark Jedi. That's not good. Oh, lightning, not good.
Time to rumble!
Stun ray.
Yes?
Gotta add those things. Okay, I have my shield up. Good day.
Yes?
How'd you like that?
Darn it. Okay. Why isn't he rapid shouting? Crap, that's not good. Okay. Head back. Frag grenade. Ooh, that was close.
Yes?
Oh, that was a terrible mistake. That was... Alright.
Yes?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was hard. That was a heck of a fight. A heck of a fight. Ooh, a Jeru crystal. I don't know what that means, but it's cool. I bet that's very useful. I am gonna wait for everything to recover, because I'm hurt very badly, and so is everyone else. It's about ending time, isn't it? Okay. I think in that case, it's about time to call it quits. And, because it is getting very close to midnight after I'm done healing everybody. There we go. That'll do. So, with that, thank you for joining me once again, and I am very glad that that everything is working out. Looks like so far as my computer goes. For now, at least, I am planning on streaming again on Thursday, back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We missed a week, but we're right back to it, and we are, as planned last time, going to the Descent DLC. So going down into the Deep Roads, dealing with Darkspawn, dealing with dwarves, and dealing with ancient mysteries. Should be a lot of fun. So that should be Thursday. And then we will be right back here next Monday as I gradually and very methodically and carefully reconstruct my destroyed dead computer. I have a lot of work ahead of me, but it's all going quite well, so I'm very relatively pleased by it. So, let's resave. There. That'll work. All right. So once again, thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you all again on Thursday for more Dragon Age Inquisition, and once again, also next Monday for more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And until then, good night, everyone.